Hi everyone and welcome to Kay Lou Academy. I am Kay Lou and I am the founder of Kay Lou Academy. I'm the creator of Kay Lou Club and I am very excited to have you here. I am a cold water facilitator and a breath coach, and I've been working in the wellness space at time of filming for around 5 years. It is my mission to empower, support and educate 1 billion. Yes, 1 billion. It's a big goal, but we're going to get there. 1 billion people in their wellness practices. So whether that's through cold water, whether that's through education, or whether that is through breath work. Now, you might be able to tell as you work your way through these modules that I am incredibly passionate, and it lives right here in my heart and in my head most days, all day. My passion for educating others, training others so that you can copy and paste that education across other people. So it's my mission to impact 1 billion people while I'm on this earth. And if you make it your mission to impact 1 billion people, if I can get 50 people on this training this year, then that's 50 billion people that we're affecting between us. So yeah, that's the big goal, the big mission, the big kind of like end piece here at Kay Lou Academy. And I am over the moon that you're going to be a part of it. So becoming a cold water facilitator has probably been my most fulfilling career move so far. It has quite literally burst my heart open, and it's so fulfilling when I see people come along to a session, book onto an event, book me for a workshop. When they start their cold water practice or their breathwork practice with me, it is such an incredible feeling, and it is a feeling that I always say to friends and family that I would love to bottle up and give to other people. And I guess Kay Lou Academy and this course and this training that you're going to go through the next kind of few weeks to months is just that. It's all of the passion, all of the enthusiasm, all of the education and the wonderful things rolled into one, and also all the lessons that I've learned over the years, all rolled into one so that you don't have to make any mistakes. You can quite literally pick up all the information and run with it and make it your own and really carve out a beautiful space for yourself in the cold water world. And let me tell you, there is nothing more fulfilling than when you witness somebody start their cold water journey for the first time, and their first time to be facilitated by you. It's such a humbling experience. It's something that I'm extremely grateful day after day to be able to be a part of their lives in that way, and to be able to coach and start their journey with you is such a beautiful feeling. It's something that you can't quite literally explain it until you are in it. And I guess that's the incredible thing about this course, right? Because you're going to have the tools, the knowledge, you're going to be equipped with everything that you need to be able to facilitate others in their cold water practices. So how amazing is that? How amazing is that? Are you excited? Because I know I am. So just a little bit about me before we get into learning. So way back when to 2020 when COVID hit and everyone was forced to go indoors. Now, I realised very quickly through my own levels of anxiety kind of being raised and pulled to the forefront of my mental health journey, I realised very quickly that there would be a need, like a specific need and a severe need for human connection again, because the schools closed down, all the shops and all of the kind of health centres and gyms and things like that closed. That element of human connection that we're born with and wired with was suddenly taken away from us. We were forced to go indoors, and that also forced me to look inwards. Okay, so I know there was a lot of disaster and a lot of heartache and loss that happened through COVID. For me, for my personal journey, what happened was my mental health started to decline quite rapidly. I was going from having anxiety attacks probably weekly to panic attacks daily, and it quite literally shifted my whole nervous system. It turned my world upside down. And I realised I got to a point and I thought, you know what, enough's enough. And coupled with my beautiful niece, who was 9 years old at the time, who FaceTimed me, and I refer to this often when I do my mental health and wellbeing talks, that it was the FaceTime that quite literally shaped my whole world. Because from that day, to see my 9-year-old niece get so upset on FaceTime because we weren't allowed to see each other, to tell me, her Auntie Kay, that she was anxious, I knew that something needed to be done. Something needed to be done. I needed to get my mental health and wellbeing back on track so that I could show up and be there as an auntie for my nieces. So that's a little bit of an insight into how my journey started and what my drivers are for creating this course, because I am very much a believer that I was put on this planet to serve. I am here to help. I'm here to educate. I'm here to train, support and empower. And hopefully you get that from this course, because this course quite literally is an extension of me. It's everything that I've learned, everything that I've kind of come to understand and realize, packaged together in a way that is hopefully digestible and educational for yourselves, so that you can then show up in the world as your best self, as the best cold water facilitator that this world has ever seen. So when I say that cold water therapy found me at the perfect time, it quite literally found me at the perfect time. It's had such a profound impact on my world, my mental health and well-being, my physical state and my emotional state as well. And I'm going to talk you into a little bit of what I've got from cold water therapy, and I'm sure that that will resonate with a lot of you doing this course. So the first thing that I notice quite significantly in my own practices, and I'm sure you will too, is how shock from the cold quite literally translates to presence. So when you're entering that cold body of water, that cold shower, that ice bath, whatever it is, whether it's a wild swim or reservoir dip, that shock sensation quite literally pulls you into the present moment. And that is something so incredible to be able to facilitate space for people that are struggling to get out of here and jump into here, okay? So I say quite often, if you've been to one of my events, the cold water practice for me and the breath work that's coupled alongside it, it's quite literally a practice that can get you out of your head and into your body, into your heart again. And the cold really has brought that alive for me, because so often, day to day, we spend all the time up in here that we forget about what's really going on and what's important, which is what's in here. The next thing is breath awareness. So the second thing that's had a profound impact on my world is breath control. When we control our breath, we can quite literally control our nervous system. And you'll know from learning throughout this course, going through the modules and working through at your own pace, that the breath governs everything. Everything starts with the breath, everything finishes with the breath. And if you can learn to control and respond to your breath and respond with your breathing, the better equipped you're going to be day to day. And that doesn't just mean in your cold water practices and through your training with people. It also means for you in general. So day to day, waking up, going to sleep, being able to navigate that space in between of what we call life. So yeah, breath control is a huge focus in this course. There are a few modules dedicated to breathing practices that you can quite literally train others in. So yeah, so breath control is a great one, and it's something that really has opened my eyes to how we can couple that with cold water. And the third and final thing that cold water brings me is resilience. I have quite literally built up a framework of resilience from doing the hard thing, because let's be honest, there is nothing easy about getting in an ice bath. There is nothing easy about doing that cold shower. And if you think it's easy, you are wrong, my friend. But yeah, the whole practice of getting in that cold and training your mind, your body, to build that resilience towards the cold, it will set you up in great stead for day-to-day life. You will be able to deal with stress better. You will be able to manage those scenarios much easier and navigate that space of stress, panic, overwhelm, all of those things that you might struggle with day to day. So while my anxiety might never go away, cold water therapy and breathwork has quite literally taught me how to meet it with calm and balance. Cold water reminds me that I'm always in control, and how empowering to be able to be that guiding light and that support and that facilitator for other people. Pretty damn epic, I would say. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is I owe a lot to cold water therapy. It's the whole reason that this course exists. And the best part about completing this course and becoming a cold water facilitator in your own right is the fact that you have the skills, the knowledge, and the setup to be able to transform other people's lives and be a part of other people's wellness journeys. Because that's how my cold water therapy journey began. And 5 years later, at time of filming, I am still going. So yeah, there is great scope when it comes to how you can utilize this course. And there'll be lots of different people doing this training. Some people will want to do this course to further their own personal knowledge and dive a little bit more into the intricacies of cold water therapy. And there will be others that want to utilize this course to kind of build foundations for a career. And that is an incredible place to be. So well done to everybody for showing up, choosing this course, choosing Kalo Academy, and wanted to come along on this journey with me. I also want to mention as well the opportunities that this course can open up for you. you, because over the years that I have been facilitating, I have had the opportunity and the chance, very gratefully, to work with some incredible brands, businesses, people with different products and services, and also individuals. I've been able to facilitate numerous different spaces and craft these beautiful experiences for people. And trust me when I say, as the cold water practice grows, so will your opportunities. So as you progress through this course, I want you to remember one vital thing. Your purpose isn't about what you do. Your purpose is the impact that you have on people when you do what you do. Your purpose is how you make people feel, and it's those experiences that you can create for those people as well. Whilst doing this course, I want you to embrace all of your quirks. I want you to embrace all of your skills, all of your knowledge, all of the love that you've got for wanting to start this course. I want you to keep that message here, right at the front of your brain. Always divert to, and even on those days where you're struggling to maybe do a module, or you're really struggling to open up your phone or your laptop and sit and do a training session, keep at the forefront of your mind the reason why you are doing this. Because there are going to be times throughout doing this course where you get home from work and you really can't be bothered doing a training video. And that is okay. Honour that feeling as much as the next. But also remember that if I had chosen to quit or to not continue over these last 15 months, this very course that you are doing today would not exist. So please, please, please keep your why right here at the front of your mind. Stay curious and keep asking those questions and lean into that feeling of curiosity as we go throughout the modules. And by embracing everything that makes you, your unique gifts, all of these wonderful things, countless amounts of doors are going to open for you. Opportunities are going to come into your life through doing this course and harnessing your own practice. And it's such an exciting place to be. And finally, by owning your purpose and doing this course, you're going to inspire other people to do the same. Because you never know how many people you are inspiring just by doing what you do. And this is something that a beautiful client of mine told me. She actually said, Kay, you don't understand how many people you're inspiring just by showing up as yourself, just by doing what you do. And the same applies with you. Just by showing up and doing what you do and putting out all of that amazingness that you're going to learn from this course out back into the world, that's going to come back at you tenfold. I am over the moon that you have chosen to do your qualification with Kay Lou Academy. I cannot wait for you to start the modules. So without further ado, I'm going to stop my waffle and I'm going to let you dive, no pun intended, every pun intended. I'm going to let you dive straight in. Peace and love, team. Happy learning.